Good morning. These are the widgets for the 2019 holiday catalog. The widget code is in pink, so you would copy and paste this into a sidebar widget. And I'm going to walk you through how to doing this for WordPress. I have American, um, I have the regular size widgets, a little larger than I used to make them. And then I still have the ones for the narrower sidebar. Some people who have um, a very narrow sidebar will find that the old themes in WordPress, and I think there's a couple of Blogger too, that the widget doesn't fit nicely in there. If you have that being the case, chances are your theme is too old and you probably need to upgrade it. But for the American and Canadians, I have the smaller immature sidebar. So don't use that unless for some reason that widget doesn't fit. Um, I found that Australia and New Zealand were the same exact catalog. So what I've done is I've connected, like for the UK, for example, the English version, the Netherlands English catalog are the same exact catalog link. So I figure took a couple of minutes and put the countries that generally ask, and then I threw the German UK catalog in there just for the heck of it, which appears to be the same as the Netherlands German. So I'm going to show you how to put this in a sidebar. So you would go in a WordPress site, you would go to Appearance and Widgets. And if you have more than one sidebar, know whether or not it's, I know on Genesis, generally there's something called a primary sidebar, and then there's primary and secondary, or if you have one that says left or right, or one and two. So find the sidebar that it's in, and let's look at what's in what's in the sidebar right now. We have that needs to come out, that promotion, and here's the current catalog, which is fine. So current specials, we could just get rid of that, open that up and delete. Okay, so there's two ways that you could add a catalog. One is custom HTML or a text widget in WordPress. I like the custom HTML because it'll tell you if you've made a mistake. So I'm going to just go one down here from the center catalog, from the center tag here, and I'm going to drop this code in. So let's grab the American code. I'm going to right click and copy. And then I'm going to paste it here. And then I'm actually going to add open caret BR. Okay, and then I'm going to add two of them because what it will do is the first one will make sure that this catalog is underneath it, and the next one will add a space. So let's hit save. Otherwise, the two catalogs would be bumped up against each other. So I'm going to refresh. The extra is gone, and you can see there's a little space between them. If you want to add more space, you add just another one of those breaks here. Or you can remove it if you want them to bump up next to each other. We're going to change that to catalogs. And you'll notice when you make any changes that you have to save it again. So once it's saved and there's been no changes, that, what closes. So if you don't have a catalog widget, just a couple of tricks here. You could add a different catalog, custom HTML. Above there, we have current catalogs. You could title it like Holiday 2019 catalog. Of course, I already have this in and I don't need to. But I want to show you that if you open and put center in here, it'll automatically add that second one. And then you can drop that catalog in that way too. So that's if you're doing that. I'm going to delete that. But what I've done is I've added it to the current catalogs tag, adding two breaks in the middle. And then the next thing, you could stop watching now, but the last thing, if you want to kind of watch on, is that you can change the link, the href here, what's in between these quotes. I'm going to just kind of select all of that, and then I'm going to backspace to delete. So now I'm going to grab the link for it to go directly to my um, Stampin' Up! Store. So before I say that, I just want to say that the catalog itself is beautiful, and I would prefer to maybe send it to um, my DBWS, the catalog page there. But if you wanted to, navigate to the shop page and then navigate to this special here. We're going to click on that, and we have the holiday catalog page, which again, I don't think is as nice as the entire catalog that has all the great samples on it. But if you wanted to, you're going to copy up until that question mark, or actually, we're going to just delete after the question mark. That's just the cookie link. And then keeping that question mark there at DBWS demo ID equals, and then your demo ID. Mine happens to only be 4 numbers. I get that question a lot. It's not the last 4 numbers. It's just a function of 23 years with Stampin' Up! So I'm going to copy that and then go back to this widget here and paste that in. Okay, and you'll know if there's a mistake, if you add a space that shouldn't be there, or any mistake whatsoever, you'll get a, well, that won't do it. You'll get a question mark, like I'm going to leave this out, and you'll see there's an X. It'll tell you that something's wrong. And then just go back and copy and paste the entire widget again and start over. The other thing you could do is, if you wanted to, I'm going to remove that. Oops. Okay. And go to my stampinup.net. Now, of course, if you send it to your catalog page here, I don't know, at some point in September, Stampin' Up! Is changing the catalogs. Oh, look at that. It's not updated yet. So this is early morning. I'm sure it will show up here. So the other thing you could do is, of course, send them to your catalog page. The benefit is they can download the catalog and they've been to your site. And from here, if they go to the Stampin' Up! Store, your cookie will be in the browser. So this, I would say, is probably the next best to directly to the catalog download, is to send them to your DBWS catalog page. So that's it. If you have any questions, let me know. Take care, and I hope you have a really good sales month. Thanks.